Hello? Yo. What do you mean change cars? Yes, I could. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, no, I could do everything else, just couldn't do that. No worries. Cheers. Welcome to ANZCRL's Bathurst 1000 Session 2. I'll be your host, Flight Science. I've dropped in and streaming the race for everyone to view. Thanks, Wild. It's a pleasure. It gives everybody the ability to see the race at least. Just about to get the session underway. I think everybody's just getting those setups loaded, ready to go through. Our starting order for session 2, Belongi and the Penrite Racing Camaro Stang. Second will be Highlander and the Monster Energy. John Slow doing a double stint here, same as Longy in the Truck Assist Racing. We'll have Wadey starting in fourth in the Coke Racing. Yeah, cheers, man. No worries. More than happy to stream so that we can get this race underway and everybody can see what's happening. It's at Bathurst 1000, session 2. Got Zaki 3 jumping in the Red Bull Racing, starting out of P6. Brother Zach 18 was in the previous session. We had a good little run as I was in the Shell V Power for session 1. We've got Cirrus in P7 for the Irwin Racing. Where is Captain Awesome? I'm on board. He's in the Red Bull Racing, starting P8. Timmy also doing a double stint here in P9 in the Mobile One Appliance. Got some support going for Zach. That's awesome. Zachy brothers always seem to have heaps of support in the streams, which is awesome to see. Hud's also doing a double stint, starting out of P10. Then got my team, the Shell V Power Racing, currently powered by GDude66. He's starting up in P11. I had a bit of an incident going through McPhillamy into Skyline and dropped his positions. Damage. Seems Stum is in the vehicle. In the Autobahn Racing, pretty sure it should have been Loza. I think they've just swapped into session 1 and 2. And then we've got Woody Lizard. Back of the pack in the Premier Air Hire Racing. Bitch had a couple offs, unfortunately. Got some damage sustained to the car and a pit lane speeding penalty, which got him disqualified in session 1. They'll be starting 5 laps off the lead, but I'm pretty sure Woody will be going 110% for every single lap. Coming down the dipper. Everybody is in their starting positions. Getting that last bit of tyre heat going. We'll follow Longy as he sets the pace for the start of the race. Everybody trying to get those last bit of temp, those tyres. We're only seconds away from going racing. And he's bolted. Long is set off. Got the race underway. But Highlander, John Slow, Wadey, Rusty, Zaki 3, Ceros, Captain Awesome, who's got Timmy right up against his rear bumper. Huds is putting his nose up there. Got my teammate G-Dude. Oh, we got a stum on the last call, on the E1. Kept it off. Woody's just going to be slow pulling into the pits and waiting his 5 laps to get back to the action. Two seconds back to Highlander. He's very quick in the car as well with the monster Mustang. Oh, there's a big battle pack forming over here. All the way back from Rusty all the way through to G-Dude in the Shelby Power. The ANZCRL is glued to the back of Zaki 3's car over here, heading up Mountain Straight. Two, 4 cars side by side. And Ceros gets past Zaki. Little Timmy and Captain Awesome. With HUDs on the prowl as well. This is a good little battle going here. Into the elbow. Now the long run down to the chase. Everyone's gotten through these first couple of laps nice and clean. Exactly what we'll see. It is a 40 lap sprint in this session. There is a big gap here on Zaki 3. He's now got Timmy 82 all over the back. Get back onto the lead, which we can see Highlander is definitely pushing some mega laps. Catching up here to Bongi. I'm pretty sure he wants to get the lead of this race and have a clean track ahead of him. Stay on board the Mustang by Highlander at the moment. Bit of a gap back to John Slow. Once these tanks run a little bit lower, we're going to see some very speedy laps come out of these cars. Four-way battle here for P7. Aki has got Jeremy 82 all over the rear of this bumper, with Captain Awesome and Huds trailing closely by. Oh, he's going to go for it. It's going to be Harry going into the chase. He make it? Oh, he makes it stick under the brakes. Oh, was that Huds? Yeah, it seems Huds has lost it. Oh, what a pity. There was such a good little battle going ahead. But we'll get back to the action. Like he's showing the nose. He wants that position back. But he needs to be wary about Captain Awesome back. Just looking to capitalize here as well. This is really some good close racing over here. Zaki covering off Captain Awesome has got Timmy just a little edging away. Just about a second ahead. Jump on board G-Dude here as they go through the dipper. He's in view of all the action ahead of him. Good exit out of the elbow, and now it's the long run down on Conrad. Hopefully getting some slipstream going here. Thanks for the follow there, T-Bone. Appreciate that, mate. Let's just jump on board Highlander here for as he chases down Longy, which has extended his lap. Seems like Highlander might have had a bit of a moment, seeing that his lap times dropped to 2:04.8 on that last one. Thanks, Gun. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate the follow. Let's see what. I think this battle's still ongoing. Settle down a bit. Should see Woody Lizard come out of the pits the next lap. Or am I mistaken? It will be this one. Some after his spin and into turn 1. He's back at it. Let's have a look at John Slow here. He's very consistent, this man, and he's so quick. Watching his qualifying lap on board him was insane. He did a stellar job. He's still in it. A couple seconds off Highlander, but he can just see the rear of the monster Mustang. Bit of a gear there. Longy just going through turn 1, and there comes our leader, our boss, out of the pits, Woody Lizard. Seems he's got another lap to wait. Such a shame that we've seen Woody 5 laps down, but he's going to be cracking into it as soon as he gets going. Jump back onto the battle with Captain Awesome and Stacky 3. This has been ongoing, lap after lap after lap. You guys are not giving anything away. Oh, bit of a moment. That is chasing down Wadey to go into McPhillamy. This is going to be a nice little close run here through the dipper and through. Crucial braking point, this into the elbow. Slightest little lockup can put you into a wall. Late into the braking zone, here goes Rusty. Brady going on the defense. Longy putting it on a 2:03.7. What a lap. Just jump on board here with Rusty as they go up Mountain Straight. over the rise. Such a crucial part of this. So close to the wall. This little battle has settled down. It's now Wadey and Rusty. And Captain Awesome and Zaki 3. That's the closest out on track. Oh, Woody's dropped off, that is true. Wonder if Woody has had any technical difficulties or possibly some engine troubles. Alright, awesome. I will jump in and get in with Woody. Bear with me as I swap between. Hi, Woody. Oh, I'm doubted, but I will quickly jump on board onto my Twitch and get your audio through as well. I've just jumped back into AMS2. So here you had a clutch blow.
Shall we get it in neutral and leave it in neutral?
Oh, that's such a pity. Well, I hope you're...
Anyway, lessons learned.
Yeah, lessons learned. That's such a pity. Woody, you would have had a good run here, coming back up through the field.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. But I'm going to help you in the broadcast, so I'll just get things working on my end and I'll join in. I'm going to stay in the lobby, but I'll watch your stream and get things sorted.
Yeah, awesome. I hope everybody can hear you now, Woody. I've added the Discord chat into our stream over here, so if I can get a thumbs up in the stream, just make sure that Woody is heard. I'm pretty sure we'll be getting a couple thumbs up to say that everybody can hear Woody, and he'll be joining me here. Yeah, but that's some rotten luck there for Woody. Burnt clutch.
Yeah, that's all right. So back into the action though, slide. So what have we got there? Longy's still holding the lead.
Yeah, Long is still holding the lead. He's got a 4-second gap opened up on Highlander. It did come down to about a second and a half. But Long has been pushing out some mega laps. So is Highlander. Is having some steady pace in the Monster Mustang. We've had some good battles between Rusty and Wadey, which we saw in the first couple of laps. And there was a 4 or 5 car battle between Theros and G-Dude, which was insane.
Yeah, nice. So G2, your teammate in the Shell Helix Mustang, down in 10th position.
Yeah, he's had a good solid run up to this point. Kept it off the wall and he's been doing some steady pace. His lap times are dropping as he goes. He's dipped the wall a bit, but I'm pretty sure that car's still got all the horses underneath it.
Very good. And he'll be in a good position. They're just being able to latch onto the back of Captain Awesome too in the Red Bull. Commodore just in front, or is he just... So he's ran wider coming out of the cutting.
Yeah, he's ran wide a bit. But these boys have been pulling some mega laps.
Yeah, in session 1, we saw Longy do a 2:03.01 to be the fastest man on track, and at the moment 2:04.1 on that previous lap by the looks of things. But John Slow looked like he's in a very good position there in position 3 with a 2:04 flat. So
Very
a little
comfortable
bit faster
and
than Highlander.
yeah, slightly, yeah. We've seen a couple of 203s from Longy and both Highlander. I haven't noticed one from John just yet. But they've all been cracking some good pace. Seeing as the session has only started, they're only 11 laps in, getting about halfway through the tire life of these sets of softs.
Yeah, so looking around about, how did you find them after? Did you get to your scheduled stop before you had that little mishap with the game, or I can't remember now? Did you make your scheduled pit stop around lap 20, or?
I made my pit stop on lap 22, actually. I pushed right to the end of the fuel tank, and I actually ran the hards, believe it or not. Um,
Oh, you ran
and
the hards.
I ran the hards, yeah. Which I probably shouldn't have, but I'm pretty happy considering the pace that I had with the hards. Ooh, got the rear a bit loose there, did Rusty. But yeah, I ran the hards in session 1, and they had some good pace, and they didn't wear as significantly as I thought they would. And I had a very big lockup when I had my incident coming through McPhillamy, when I spun out and then down Skyline, facing the wrong way. And that gave me a couple flat spots on the tires, which I felt towards the end of the session. But the car was still good. I'm pretty sure I would have had a bit more pace if I actually ran the softs, which I should have.
Yeah, it looks like Huds is also getting on the latch of the back of G Dude if our timing's correct.
Yeah,
Down in position 11, so could be putting a bit of pressure on the Shell
I'm
car.
pretty sure he is here. Yeah, Huds unfortunately had a spin at the chase, as they were in it for a four-car battle, and Huds just got on the power and it put the rear out and dropped back quite a bit, but he's been, yeah, pushing hard here. Um, Hopefully we don't have too much damage on that Shelby power, uh, and G-Dude can control it up to his pit stop.
Yeah, and Huds was showing some pace later in session 1, so he was starting to get to grips. He was still in 2:05s. 2:04s, he was actually getting into near the end of his session, so he did a 2:04.7. So,
That's a good.
oh, he's
That's
very. I'm a bit behind though, but sorry, I probably talked just as action was happening through the chase there.
oh yeah, true. It's I forgot about that. It's about 5 seconds delay, I believe, on my stream. I think it's three or
Yeah, something like that.
5 seconds.
About 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I believe it should have been. I'm not. Um, it should have been Lozo in the, starting session 2, but I see Stums jumped into the car.
Yeah, I probably didn't get the highlight. No, I had it highlighted there for Stu to be in the car. So yeah, Stu was going to drive for the second session.
Um, yeah.
You might have looked at the previous race results there, where it was actually Loz the last one. But yeah, definitely Stu's highlighted to be in the car, but he's doing
Okay. Yeah,
a steady job
he's doing a
in
steady
that
job.
auto bunker.
Yeah, he had a spin into coming out of turn 1. Just got on the throttle a bit aggressively up, I think, and he just lost it, but kept it off the walls and got back into it.
Yeah,
Huds,
the two professional that he is.
yeah, Huds is still right here on the back of G Dude. He's glued to that Shelby power at the moment.
Yeah, it's an exciting track too, and we should start seeing hopefully the overcast, the clouds starting to break up near the end of this session, and we'll see what happens. But the overcast clouds look like they're going to start to burn off, and we should start to have a sunny afternoon for the final half of the race as well for session 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's gonna get us some heat into the track as well.
Yeah, that's when I think those hard tyres have really come out on some of the drivers. They might be swapping those super softs into the hards. We'll see how the drivers react with that hotter track temperature.
I think Hudson's going to get him here. Ooh, that was... Oh, what a pity for Huds there.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. Well, let's
Not
get...
not hard to do though, is it really? That when the brakes sort of lock up a little bit to these the tighter 90-degree corners, you've seen a few drivers spin there. We saw actually Timmy do that in the first session late in his stint. He spun out of contention at that same corner.
Yeah, it's very easy. It nearly happened to me in the top 10 shootout. I nearly looped it and was lucky enough. I lost a couple of tens doing it, but I was lucky enough to still put it on P6 in the top 10 shootout.
Yeah, so the late viewers, if they just haven't caught out what happened, unfortunately, with us trying to wait for the 5 laps down as required by the rules in Woody Lizard's car and Mitch Kemp's Premier Hire car, having the car still engaged in first gear, even with the auto clutch engaged, has actually burnt the clutch out. So, lesson learnt there. I think we'll have to re-look at that and make sure the car's in neutral and sitting there, not putting any pressure on the clutch pedals. So, yeah, blown clutch before we could even start the race. So that was unfortunate.
So unfortunate, Woody. I was looking forward to seeing you take your run in session 2 here.
Oh, there's always another time next year, I'd say, and yeah, be back for a better showing, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. We're just looking at Captain Awesome and Zaki 3 here. This battle has been ongoing, and the margin between the two, the gap is kind of stabilized. Guys are giving it their all.
Yeah, I think Captain Awesome might be actually pretty happy just holding behind Zaki at the moment, just watching these lap numbers, just keep ticking by. And they're lapping around the same time. It's both pretty even on the 206.3, flicker difference between the 206.3. So, yeah, I think he's quite comfortable. Maybe Captain Awesome could pull away if he did make a move on Zaki, but he may even just wait for those pit stops to happen and see if he can, leapfrog him during that cycle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here as well. I just noticed a Longy pulling out a 2031, but he's got some damage on the front here.
Yeah, it looked like that earlier, that the front left, is it?
Yeah, front left, that's correct, yeah. Got a bit of damage, lights out as well. Hopefully that isn't affecting him too much. While looking at the lap time, doesn't seem to be.
No, unless it's sometimes a little bit of a lag spike he may have got, which obviously affects the visuals of the car, but not his performance. So
Yeah.
not too sure. But yeah, doing a 203.1 with that sort of damage, you'd think that's a little substantial damage that would have slowed him down.
Yeah, and his next lap is a 2038, so definitely not affecting him at the moment. His
fastest man on track.
Fastest man on track. Nice little 5.8 second gap here between him and Highlander. Just see Highlander coming through turn 1.
Yeah, Highlander's been fairly solid all race as well, so it's good to see Highlander
I'm just,
in the zone.
yeah, I'm just laughing at Gunn here. He said, just turned back in. What's up with my car? Who scratched it? Yeah, Gunn, Longy seems to have given it a good old scraping. We don't know exactly where, but he's been pulling some insane lap times there.
Yeah, he's doing a great job out in front, Longy, and I honestly think it might be a little bit of a glitch in the game, a little laggy thing where the car might have hit the wall without him actually physically hitting it. So we've seen that pop up every now and then.
Yeah. John's still doing some good solid 204s here, keeping the car off the walls, on the black stuff, and consistent pace.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. holding that, really cementing that third position, ready to hand it over to his co-driver in the Unicorn later in for session 3, I believe it's going to be. And I think John Slow may take the final session, so he'll be hoping that the Unicorn can just keep it on that lead lap, if not only one lap down, and get that lucky dog lap back that we saw a few of the drivers get from session 1.
Yeah,
Both HUDs, yourselves, and also Loza were able to be promoted up onto the lead lap.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm hoping G-Dude will have a good crack of a race as well and keep us on the lead lap going into session 3. Rusty 203 wrecked gun. Rusty has also all of a
Yeah,
sudden given it 110% and pushed it on to a 203.3.
yeah, amazing lap time from Rusty. So that's probably the fastest lap of the race as well. So we did see a 203.01. Actually, no. So yeah, 203.01 from Long is still the fastest lap in the race that he did in
Yeah.
session 1.
Yep, and a a best lap of a 203.1 in this session so far.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely smashing it at the moment.
Just want to jump on here with Ceres, who had a mega start to the race. He had a good little battle going with Zaki. 3 got past him into 1.
Yeah, nice. And as he said, they started in 13th position at the start of this race.
Yeah,
And it's starting this session in 7th. So he's been able to gain that one extra position or whatever ever happened in the start. But he's holding 6th and he's very comfortable with that 204.8 previous lap. He's been lapping in the 204s for a little bit too. So he's been pulling away from Timmy and Zaki behind him. And yeah, making that 6th position his at the moment.
yeah, totally. He's been having really had a good run, and when I was following him in session 1 after I had my little Bennett session coming through me, Ceres was really good on his lines and corners. I could hardly keep up with him, so he's been having a real good run considering starting position.
Yeah, no, it's very good. And look at it now, 0.3 of a second, almost up on his fastest sector just a little while ago. So we'll see if he can continue that on.
Very nicely on the brakes into the chase. Such a hard corner to brake. It's so easy to lock up. I've locked up myself a couple of times. 204.1. That's a
Yeah,
mega lap.
it's a good lap, isn't it? So he's done well. And what's a bit scary as well for all the competition is we heard his co-driver, Logical Sports, talking about that they've got this car primed up ready for the heat for the final 2 sessions. So they've worked on a car that's going to be fast when that track temperature is expected to rise to roughly 60 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees or something like that Celsius. So, yeah, so they're going to be a threat late in this race, I think, Slide.
Yeah, it seems like the cars just keeps going faster and faster as they go into the session as well. Nearing the midway session 2, so we'll probably start seeing some pit strategies coming into play now. Pretty sure these soft tires are near to the end of their life.
Yeah, getting probably close to it, I think, but yeah, probably start seeing that. We did see Timmy the first session. He pitted around now lap 17 when he wanted some fresh tyres, but he was lucky to get to the end of the race. I think you heard him going around the circuit with his clutch pedal in, trying to save fuel to get
Yeah,
to the end.
yeah, I
Um,
would imagine I'm pretty sure we can get about 23 laps out of these cars on a full tank, and running that far into the back of the session. Wow.
Yeah, so he did pretty good in that last part, but he's up again here as well. So as we know, the fuel loads are starting to get down. So the pace is starting to increase here with Longy with a 203.079 that last lap as well.
Yeah, that's a fly of a lap.
So we got anyone watching the stream who's cheering any drivers on? Do we know any co-drivers here tuning in, keeping an eye on their drivers, making sure they're keeping their car nice and straight? Let us know, and I'm sure Slide will make sure that we have a little view and keep tabs of them and seeing how they're going.
Gun says Longy wants that lap record.
Yeah, well, as we said, the lap record over from last year, so different physics and grip level, I think, from last year was a 202.809 in race trim by Sato 15. So he's pretty close. He's only got to find a little bit more out of it. But I tell you what, now's probably not the time to go for it, Slide, with pretty worn tyres. And I know they've got a low fuel tank, but there's still another 21 laps remaining of this session.
Yeah, we got some support here for Rusty as well and Team Black Bull.
Yeah, so that's the Zaki boys. Obviously, some more support coming in through for Zaki. So we saw Zach 18 do a good job in the first session and was able to capitalise on Timmy 82's low fuel situation and got that position at the closing of that race to finish in 7th. In 6th position, sorry. And yeah, so good to see the Zaki boy, and Zaki 3's now under the controls to see what he can do.
Jump on board shot. Another 204.3 for Rusty, which is solid pace here towards the end of the life of these tyres.
Yeah, he's making sure he's trying to maintain that gap, I think, from himself and Wadey. I think they're going to be in a ding-dong battle right through this race, as both co-drivers of both of these teams are running similar paces to one another. So it's a good little battle between the Coke car and the Milwaukee Racing.
Yeah, we got some support here for John as well, and John just doing 203.8 on the last lap.
Yeah, good time again. It'll be interesting to know what the track temperatures are at the moment. I'll be able to let you know shortly. I'll just quickly have a little look as I can do that because I'm still in there. So it's 28 degrees track temperature, 19 degrees outside. So yeah, that's actually that wouldn't be right. That was a while back, so it's not live time in there at the moment for me because the time is not correct. But anyway, that's something roughly where we might be, around the 30 degrees or so.
Yeah, the sun should be starting to peek through now as well as the clouds start to dissipate. You can still see Zaki and Captain Awesome still here. Captain Awesome's definitely not letting Zaki pull away from him. Down to about a second.
Yeah, well, interesting to see. Longy's obviously going to maybe go a little bit long, so Loggy and going a bit long. It's all rolling off the tongue there, but obviously he's going to extend this run and probably maybe pit the next lap, or maybe lap 22. I think he pitted lap 21 in the first session as well. So
see, Huds has gotten past my teammate over here in the Shell V Power G-Dude.
Yeah,
might have had a bit of an off or lockup, possibly. That gap is just about 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, G-Dude's doing a good job though. He might fall actually, by the looks of things, he probably will fall a lap down on track in this session. But if he just keeps doing what he's doing in this race, the Shell V-Power will benefit from the lucky dog between sessions 2 and 3 and be back on the lead lap for the start of session 3. So
Yeah,
yeah, he's just got to keep to his guns, Slide, and that's where you got to mentally tell yourself, don't you, that you got to sort of know those rules and just know that yeah, we're actually going to gain a lap back
exactly.
at the end of
Yeah,
this session. So let's just concentrate, stay one lap down and one lap down only, and give yourself another good shot in the next session.
yeah, yeah. Gunn just mentioned actually that formation lap might have just given everybody an extra lap on fuel. 'Cause
Yeah, it was
we
a slow formation lap too, I believe too. I think Longy did have it going fairly slow, so maybe this is part of the strategy for Longy as well,
could
to
be
throw a few of the drivers out.
because we're heading into lap 20.
But that's definitely a good point by Gunner. He's definitely hit it right there. Yeah, we forget about that first lap was a slow lap for the formation, so they would have conserved a lot of fuel.
Only on a 2:04.0 on that last lap, and he's just entered lap 21, so should be seeing possibly another lap. Let's jump on board and see how much fuel he's got left in remaining in this car. Got 6.6 liters going. Possibly fitting this lap, I assume.
Oh yeah, I think what are you burning about 5.2 litres, roughly a lap, as I think some car Cirrus is in pit lane and
Yeah,
having his compulsory stop. So yeah, about just over 5 litres a lap is the burn.
yeah. So we'll see Longy coming in. Seeing Highlanders on 9.4. We might see him push another lap, maybe.
Well, yeah, it's I don't know if there's any benefit of doing that. I know that his race is really against him and John Slow at the moment.
Yeah, and John's also got just a bit slightly less than Highlander, but this should be more than enough in for another lap. But I doubt they will. You see a lot of guys in the pits at the moment, and
Yeah, it's getting very busy in pit lane.
yeah, I nearly had a semi-heart attack. I was looking at the bottom to see where my teammate is, and I thought, oh no, did he disconnect? And all of a sudden I see he's up in P8, and I'm like, great stuff, he's doing another run.
Yeah, getting a little bit more out of the fuel.
Captain Awesome has definitely closed down the gap a bit up here to Zaki. Or we should see both of them possibly pit this lap as well.
Yeah, I think they will visit the pit lane this time around. As long as he's going in, they'll all start following the leaders as they can see. Actually, saying that, Highlander is doing that extra lap slide.
Yeah,
So he's going to cut it fine, but he's
he's
going to have enough fuel to get to the end.
oh yeah, he's got 5.8 left. So yeah, he'll be entering the pit lane on fumes, but he'll definitely make it.
Yeah.
It's John Slow as well, 4.4, 4.3 coming up. Yeah,
Well, John yeah, he's got enough to get to the end as well. So
yeah,
they'll get there, but it'll be a little bit nervy as well. So they want to make sure that they got those fuel numbers right. And Wadey's gone through, I can see. So
yeah. Wadey's also. Oh, Wadey's on 4.5.
yeah, wow.
That's going to be so risky. He's going to have to coast it all the way down Conrod, possibly.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe he might just let it coast a little bit down through the S's,
Well,
so he can still keep it on full noise. But it'll be interesting.
yeah, I'm going to be holding thumbs and be on the edge of my seat here for Wadey, looking at his fuel load. Yeah, got G-Dude still on 7.4.
Yeah, so he's
Zaki,
going around.
yeah, they're all still Yeah,
So I'd say
risky
these
stuff,
guys
gun.
actually,
Risky
I reckon these
stuff.
guys have all probably had full tanks compared to Longy because his fuel number was a lot lower. So he's probably didn't have the tank filled up either at the start of the
Yeah.
race. So
Well, we're just gonna
he's
watch Wadey here coming down Conrod, and he's still full new noise here. Just about 2 liters of fuel. He's on 1.8. Full
no,
noise.
he's gonna be close. I think he's probably calculated this to the T.
Oh, best calculation of the race by far. 1.2 heading into pit lane.
Yeah, so good run by Wadey and the Coke team. So good job. And I'm sure Rusty was probably not looking at the screens there for a little while, Slide.
Oh, possibly, yeah. Yeah, we've got John, Highland, and Wadey both, all three of them into pit lane.
Yeah, so they'll be hoping to see if they've actually minimised that gap. I think Highlander was, what was he? I think he was 13 or 14 seconds behind, I think.
Yeah.
On Longy. I can't quite remember.
Yeah, we'll have to wait up to the next lap to see that gap at the moment.
Yeah, I think once they get through the first sector up the top of the hill, Bert's corner, I think they'll the timing should reset
Yeah.
once they go through that first sector.
Longy has definitely taken the opportunity to do some repairs, it seems. Got both lights on, still some damage on the car, just visuals.
So Highlander's 6 seconds behind. So I'm not too sure if that. I think that is a gain. I can't remember if he was 12 seconds or so behind, or if it was only roughly that number. But that's pretty healthy for Highlander.
Yeah.
Gives him something to think and chase. But John's slow as well. Only less than 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, these pit stops have seriously brought them a little bit closer to each other here, I think, because I think John was about nearly 10 seconds off. Oh, that's a bit of a scrape of the wall. Putting some truck assist paint on coming through the dipper.
Yeah, he's looking good, John Slow, that's for sure. As do your teammates in pit lane and exiting as we speak.
Exiting as we speak. Yeah, I got some repairs. I think he had a couple of nudges on the wall.
And looking at that too, Stu's in a possibility that he's looking that he may fall 2 laps down. He's got to keep to his guns here to try and see if he can. See, that's just reset itself. So yeah, he should be able to stay. He's 1 lap down from Longy now, but he should be able to, being halfway now, if he keeps that same pace he's been doing, he should be able to just hold on to being 1 lap down and get that lucky lap back onto the lead lap.
Yeah.
So that's pretty important from Stu and Loza at the moment in the Autobahn car, I think, to make sure Stu just keeps rounding it around, keeping it these constant lap times of around that 2:08 and get to the end here.
Yeah, we got 17 to go, so I think we might be seeing some big pushes. Wadey is just under 2 seconds from Cirrus here.
Yeah, and Sirius is up in the 5th obviously now, so
His pit strategy has worked out well, and his pace as well has been amazing throughout this session.
yeah, so he's going to hand that over to VGA Philly in a good position to see what VGA Philly can do to push for that race. We know VGA Philly actually did a three-peat at the Indy 500 here at ANZCRL. He took out the Indy, I don't know if it's a three-peat, sorry, but he did take out the Indy 500 anyway this year on AMS2.
Yeah, that was a good race. Pity for me when I blew my engine when I had the oil leak. I was actually looking forward to the Indy 500.
Yeah, it was a good race. 200 laps around there. Definitely had some interesting moments, that's for sure. But yeah,
Back,
Christopher Razor actually came home second there. Only just 1.2 seconds it was. It was a pretty close finish for the Indy 500.
yeah,
And Highlander actually came third. So the Mustang Monster Energy car of Highlander, who's currently second, who's a jack of all trades basically, coming home on the podium of Indy 500 was a good result for him. And he'll be seeing if he can hand his car in a good position for Sato in this next sessions for session 3 coming up.
yeah. P2 very consistently across the session.
Yeah, after the whole race, actually, he did lead the race for a little while when he took that position um, from Ashley. We had a pretty aggressive move down into the Griffin's Bend, I think it was, turn 2. Made it stick though.
Yeah, Haaland has been pulling some very consistent laps, consistent pace, keeping it off the walls, which is obviously the most important thing here at Bathurst, as it's a concrete jungle all the way around.
Yeah, it sure is. It doesn't treat you kindly if you make a little bit of an error. That's for sure. It's you're lucky to get away, not hitting the wall. But drivers have been able to do that. But yeah, it's very rarely do you see that.
You'll see the pace drop off slightly in these opening laps after the pit stops, just getting the tyres up to pressure, and with a full load, they're definitely going to drop off some of the pace.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how if Wadey can find that little bit of extra time, which he's doing. That previous lap he did a 2:05.5, about half a second faster than Cirrus. So we might sort of see Wadey in the Coke racing cars start challenging the Irwin car of Commander Cirrus
Oh,
if it keeps that way for a while.
yeah, he just unfortunately did a bit of a runoff in the chase. I think he just was a bit too late on the brakes. And
Yeah, it's a bit of a commentator's curse, isn't it? As soon
yeah,
as you get to
totally.
something, and off he goes. So sorry about that to the Coke crew, but anyway, back at it.
Back at it. Considering he went off track, he only lost about 0.5 of a lap. Back into it, chasing down Ceres here.
Yeah, and with a heavy rubber track state as well, the tyres do get a bit of a beating when you go offline, so it can cause you a couple of corners after that to get that grip level back in the tyres as well in the game. So running off the grass wasn't the best for him.
But he'll put his head down and just start pushing back into it.
Yeah, definitely.
This
Stu's having
rusty,
a good run, isn't he? At the
yeah.
moment, the car's pretty clean, so he's just doing what he wants to do and give Loza the best opportunity to take that car back under control and see where they can end up at the end of the 1,000 kilometres here.
Just good of Stu to just get out of the way there on the pulling off to the left, going into the chase.
Yeah, nice sportsmanship by Stu.
Oh, oh, that was a very very close one for Rusty.
Yeah, it sure was, and we've already commented how that final corner's catching a few drivers out, and I'll tell you what, Rusty was lucky then.
He was very lucky to keep it off the wall. I think he just graced it slightly.
Yeah, that'll keep him his attention going though. That's for sure. That'll get him to reset and understand. You know, it can be easily lost this race. You can throw it away so easily. So you just got to keep mentally, you know, into this race.
Yeah, and
There's John Slow's looking good here.
John's
Oh,
John's moved up about nearly 4 seconds in these last couple of laps. He's been pushing really hard to get it to the back of Highlander. He had a bit of a scrape on the wall.
yeah, but these cars can handle a little bit of that side swiping. It doesn't cause any damage to the car.
Not at all.
Um,
Yeah, I had one of
yeah,
them going through as well, and I actually overslowed down. I actually got onto the brakes because I thought I had damage, and looking down at the damage meter, and I had none. So I just got back into it.
yeah, right. Yeah, that was lucky for you.
One thing about John, he's really good on the brakes.
Yeah, and we did see all the excitement he did in the qualifying when he was drifting over the top of the mountain and still put in a fast time. It was actually the time that got him into the top 10 shootout, actually. And he just had the car on that balancing act of adhesion.
Yeah, I mean, with that little scrape on the wall, he still managed to do half a second faster than Highlander.
Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't deter him, that's for sure.
This is going to become a very close battle towards the end of this race.
Yeah, well, what have we got? 12 laps of this session.
Long into the twos, thanks Gunner. As Gunn just mentioned, we've got long into a 2:02.9.
Yeah, nice time that. And as we said, a 202.8 is the race lap record. So we haven't seen it tumble yet, but that is so close. And we've still got some fast drivers to take pilot of some of these cars. Oh, I was a bit slow. You might have seen that on the screen, but John's slow.
Yeah, I think he's just been over pushing it a bit, trying to get back onto the back of Highlander here, and he's had a couple of mistakes coming over the mountain here. Just jump on here with Longy as he comes to chase.
Yeah, it's been a great race so far. It's all settling up to be an absolute ripper of final couple of sessions as well, isn't it, Slide?
Yeah, that's
With that lucky dog lap 2 that most of the drivers are aiming for, especially the guys in positions 10, 11 and 12. They're really fighting to stay on that lead lap come the next session. So it's probably the strongest field we've had. I know you've been involved with a couple of ANZCRL's Bathurst 1000 back on Project Cars 2, Slide, and I can't remember having 12 cars on the chance to still be on the lead lap in session 3.
oh yeah, no, for sure. I can definitely concur with that. It's amazing to see we're into session 2, and yeah, we've got all 12 cars on the lead lap here. Oh, I got just see my teammate getting past there. Seems like he's had a big moment. And he just did a 2:06 on the previous lap.
But the good thing about it, that's only him just falling a lap down now. And as we're talking about, people might have been confused and saying, well, hang on a minute, there's a couple of cars a lap down already. It's all about as long as they stay a lap down in this session, they'll get that lucky dog lap back. to start session 3. So they'll be the back of the train, but on the same lap. So G-Dude now with only 12 or 11 laps for the leader to go, and he's only just fallen a lap down. He should be able to get to the end as long as he doesn't cause any more damage at the front.
Yeah, let's hope that that car doesn't have heaps of damage for the next 11 laps. Because if he has to pit now, we might go another lap down.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Even if he does pit, it might be just a front splitter. It might not be too bad. So
Yeah.
we have seen sometimes when those front
Yep,
splitters
he's
go, they
pitting.
go.
He's pitting.
Yeah,
Just
so he
as.
obviously
Just as.
crunched the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
But we'll keep an eye on to see where he might come out. And I think with when he comes out, there's 10 laps remaining. I think that he's got that pace to still stay on that lap. That brings Stu obviously back into equations to maybe pick up a position. So
Correct.
this is all about just always sticking in it, even if you're at the back of the grid. These longer races, they always throw something up.
Yeah, and he was just coming around Murray's, so he's going to gain that position. And Dude is still in the pits. Yeah, he's got some damage there, so he's gained that position back.
Yeah, so they're ready for him to go. They're just doing the final bits of repairs, and Longy at the moment just at the top of the mountain. And he's just been released now, Slide. So I'm in pit lane here, and I can just see the car moving.
That's
And
good.
so that's good to see. So he's back into the track now. So he's got about a half a lap distance between himself and Longy with 10 to go. So he's probably got to maintain roughly, he's probably got just under a minute to spare between him and Longy. So
he just needs to keep his head down now and just keep it off the walls, take it easy, just bring it home. We've got another long sessions to go, another 81 laps remaining to this race.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're not even halfway in this whole event, so a long way to go. Cobalt just saying about you could imagine Gunnar and Longy's team radio right about now being similar to GP and Max Verstappen.
Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, Huds has had a rough one here in session 2. He's had a couple of spins, but he's been doing some good pace.
Yeah, he's almost going to be in the same situation as what he was in the first session, where he almost came to the flag still on the lead lap. He gave it away and let Longy pass him with only, I think, 1 or 2 laps remaining. But he almost stayed on the lead lap actually in the whole race session. So he's going to find himself probably a similar situation this time around as well.
Yeah, and he's been doing
With
some good pace.
9 laps remaining.
If I look at the current lap pace of Zaki 3 and Captain Awesome, close one, but Huds is just too far away, I think, with the amount of laps remaining to get back onto back of Zaki 3, but with the pace that Huds is showing, it could still happen.
Well, it could happen exactly, but I think at the time as well, he needs to try and make sure that he tries to constantly stay in these mid to high 205s as he can, just to give him every chance. But if he starts trying to push, and we always know if you start trying to push late in a session sometimes, you may just make that mistake. And if that happens, he'll definitely fall that lap down to Longy in this race session. So he's got to be careful because Stu's only a minute behind Huds as well. And we've just seen G-Dude lose roughly a minute in the pit lane for repairs. So, this is not the time that drivers want to start seeing themselves have to visit pit lane for repairs.
Yeah. Timmy just mentioned now that Ceres has definitely placed the car in a great location for Philly when he jumps into session 3, which is 100% correct. He's had a massive session under pressure here from Wadey.
Yeah, that's Tim Lawson, that you may know from
Yeah,
racing with him. So yeah, he's come in tuned in. Welcome, Tim. Thank you, mate. Normally my fellow broadcaster over at Gravel Trap Legends. Me and Tim have a good little rapport going in the comms box, but currently his NBN, his internet's down, so he'll probably be streaming this on his phone on the 4G network.
oh, second time Wadey is, or that might have just been a little bit of a lag spike. Let's hope so. It doesn't look like it was.
Yeah, it looked like a lag spike to me.
Yeah,
Slide, I think. So I think he's still on it.
yeah, Woody. I had a bit of a little bit of a heart attack there. Just thinking he's pushing so hard, and all of a sudden he spins out or loses control. But he's definitely been pushing hard here.
Yeah, he had a little bit of started to move around a little bit on his car. So, hopefully his internet's settled down again, because that's the last thing you want when you get close to another car, is your car starting to dance around on the track. So, yeah, things are looking good at the moment.
Definitely putting Ceres under pressure here.
Yeah, Cirrus will know he's there, that's for sure.
Getting real close here, coming down to Forest Elbow.
Yeah, he's definitely got some pace, Wadey, in different sections of this track compared to Cirrus. Cirrus's car has generally been pretty good out of corners, though.
Yeah, Wadey had a brilliant exit out of Forest Elbows, and it's going to be on in here to the chase. Oh, he's backed off slightly.
But on the safe side. Great footage there on board at the moment with Wadey.
Yep, Steros is definitely upped his pace. If you look at the lap time, he's noticed Wadey on the attack, and he's opened it up a bit. Yeah, that's true. Definitely still a long way to go. Got 7 laps remaining in this one with another 81 to go.
Yeah, big day on a Sunday, a week after the Bathurst 1000. What a way to really finalise one of the biggest races in Australia in the sim world as well, here on Automobilista 2.
John is getting back into the rhythm. Good low 204s, but he's dropped off quite a bit on Highlander here. His Highlander's not even in view anymore.
Yeah, that can be a little bit crunching sometimes. You sort of think, oh, man, you're losing sight of your opposition, but you got to remember he's still in third position and in a very good spot.
Very good spot.
Moving at the halfway point.
Rusty is definitely pushing hard as well. 203.1 compared to John's 204.2. So it's oh, look at Longy, 202.7.
Well, there's the official race lap record, lap 34. Or we could call it, if we call it in real life, what we're up to lap 74.
Yeah.
Of 161.
Oh. Cracked the wall a bit there. But yeah, 202.7 new lap record here at Bathurst ANZCRL.
Yeah, nice to see. So Topples takes out Sato's fastest lap. But one thing I know what Sato will do when he gets control of the car, that Monster Energy Mustang, he'll be seeing if he can better that time again. One that doesn't like to give away his give up his fastest laps.
Yeah, we know Sato is a madman behind the wheel. He's definitely going to go for that.
Yeah, not a time to push, says Tim. But I'll tell you what, you better tell Gunner and Longy that. I think even if Gunner got on the comms with Longy will probably just have him on mute, like you were saying before. It's a bit like the Red Bull pit to car radio.
Yeah.
So how's Wadey going? Wadey's about still managing just to stay within a second, but Timmy 82, if their timing's right, Timmy 82 slowly catching as well in seventh.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
definitely catching up
um,
here.
yeah, so this could be interesting. This could be a good little three-way battle near the end of this session.
Yeah, because I mean, considering Cirrus and Wadey, I've definitely started to hold each other up because once you start, as we all know, once you start battling, you are slowing each other down. And think Timmy can just see the cars ahead and just know that he's catching them.
Yeah, so yeah, about 5 seconds on that looks like there for that live timing. So yeah, definitely. Maybe run out of laps but yeah, he's been lapping just about 0.8 or a second faster than Wadey that previous lap. And with only 6 laps remaining.
That's funny. Cobalt saying, "Yeah, okay, now we can just bring it home, please." Oh, look at that, 205.2 compared to a 207.1, 207.5 by Wadey and Ceros.
Yeah, so as you said, when they were fighting over the top of the mountain, I think you really brought that to everyone's attention. You could see how they were slowing down over the top of the mountain. So Timmy
And
is
Wadey,
very excited here.
sorry, Huds is pushing hard as well. He's closed the gap down to just about a 5 seconds from Zaki 3. But
So
they,
Zaki 3, oh, sorry, I was just going to say, yeah, Zaki 3 wouldn't have any car troubles because he's still doing a 205.7.
yeah,
But maybe he's had an off somewhere because I thought Zaki was a bit further up the road than that. But when you look at the comparable times from Captain Awesome down there, they're roughly keeping the same. So yeah, maybe
yeah,
that's just how things have been going.
yeah. And look at that, as God just mentioned here in the comms, Rusty 2029.
Yeah, so he's into the party as well for the fastest lap in the Milwaukee car. So awesome times have been set late in session 3. We're getting to halfway race distance of the 161 laps. We're into the 76th lap
And a
of this
203
race.
dead. Yeah, Rusty is definitely pushing it here.
Yeah, all it's for is a little bit of glory. I don't think he's going to be able to catch onto the back of John Slow with the laps going down, but obviously he's just pushing hard to try and see how far this car can go. And you know, it could be that Rusty might be in the car for session 4 slide and just sort of having a feel of how much he's got under him in the
Yeah.
car, because he may just have to do this and fighting for a podium or even the win of the race come session 4.
And as we know, session 4 is normally where everybody makes the big push because it's win or lose. You don't
Pretty much.
win it in session 1, 2, and 3. You can lose it, yes. But session 4 is where it's all for gold.
And will we see like we always like to bring out the old Aussie Stephen Bradbury. You know, will we see something like that in session 4? You know, you never know. When the leaders get real competitive, and if anything happens, you might see a car like Wadey, who's in 6th at the moment, just come on through and take victory if all cars are limping home at the end. So, you know, a lot to play out still.
Yeah, lots to play out here. Oh, Rusty is slightly up, but he's had such a good run across the mountain. kept it almost on par with his fastest lap. So pretty sure this is going to be another flyover lap if we don't see another 202.
Yeah, he's definitely putting it in at the moment. And while we're waiting to see if what comes up there is G2 going to be doing a double stint here, or do
I
we know if he's going to hit session 3, or is that something you're going to jump in next session?
I don't know. I'm thinking along the lines of Gita doing a double session here, and then I'll bring it home at the end possibly. But we'll see. We not too sure
Yeah,
yet. We'll have a bit of a team discussion after this.
yeah, I think G-Dude's really shown that, if he didn't have that pit stop, he would have been up above Huds and
Yeah,
in 10th position. So he's held his own, and definitely, if he's feeling fresh, a double stint could actually be a good call for the Shell V Power, but we'll wait and
yeah.
see what happens.
Oh,
Obviously, Slide doesn't want to put out too much there.
well, we've definitely got Sarah's under attack here by Wadey. It's on with 4 to go.
Yeah, isn't this great to see? Um,
Oh,
Great
oh,
looking
they're going to come
livery.
together.
Oh,
This is so close. This has been side by side from Murray's to Griffins.
they're not mucking around.
And this is just bringing Timmy straight into the fight.
Yeah, headlights are blazing by all 3 cars. This is sensational. We've only 3 to go.
And as we watch this, we can see Longy just putting another 2029 in. But this is going to be the battle to the end. Oh, there
So it
is.
was a good move. I'm going to say I'm obviously a little bit behind, but it was a good move by Wadey to get that run up Mountain Straight to
Yeah,
take 5th position. But obviously, Cirrus now under attack
yeah,
from
he's got
Jimmy.
Timmy all over the rear of the car.
I hope you're all enjoying this session 2 of the ANZCRL Bathurst 1000. We're having a look at a ding-dong battle for 6th position. And how good is it after 77 laps? There's still anyone's race, you could say, going into the final 2 sessions later on today.
Yeah, Timmy is definitely giving it his all here. Got a couple of laps remaining, and he's all over the back of Sarah's here.
Yeah, and some people think, well, why battle so hard late in the race when there's still another 2 sessions? But we do know how hard it's overtake Slide, don't we? It can be so hard, and that one position at the start of a new session could mean, a bit of an easier run.
Yeah, Huds is also getting a lot closer, but he's got Longy right behind him, so Huds is going to have to possibly get out of his way for the leader of the race here, which will put him a lap down, but it will just slightly take him out of pace. Oh, Huds Huds binned it. Huds binned it
Oh,
into Forest
yeah,
Elbow
Frost
here.
elbow.
Damn, that's
Oh,
such a shame. He's lost the rear.
yeah, he's gone in too hard too as well, and that's what you got to be careful of because now he's got no rear wing,
Yeah,
and he's going to have to take it. I don't think he's going to be able to. You'll have to be very careful moving around the circuit here. He may even have to just visit the pit lane and and hopefully not fall 2 laps down. And that
yeah,
as we said, you can ruin your race just at a blink of an eye here at
yeah.
Bathurst.
And that's where the pressure from the driver behind. You can see Island is flashing here because obviously he wants to get past here, and he can obviously see it's a stricken HUD, so he got some damage in that car.
Yeah, definitely. And, you just got to make sure, hopefully, you can get through. Huds is a good driver, though.
Yeah,
He's
he
not going
is.
to cause any dramas. So he knows that he's only got another 2 more laps to complete. And he can just go around like he's a taxi at the moment and still get to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, these three have settled down now, coming in here with 2 laps to go.
Yeah, probably just recharging the confidence. What was I? I've lost my words, my train of thought. Yeah, like the go get them, charge
Boss,
their batteries. You know.
Cirrus just went wide there coming into the chase, so he's dropped the position now. Timmy's gotten past. I'm pretty sure Cirrus is going to push hard now to get that position back.
Because yeah, so what have they got? They've got 2 laps to do it, so there's still time for Sirius to mount that challenge on Timmy. But again, he doesn't want to put the car in any worse position than what it is at the moment. So he may just err on the side of caution and just bring it home
Yeah,
in 7th place.
yeah, yeah. Longy has had control of this race from the get-go, and he's just pushed out some mega laps.
Yeah, he sure has, but he's slowed down a little bit here on the last couple or the previous lap. So that might have been from when Huds spun out in front of him actually around
Yeah,
Forest Elbow. So Zaki 3 is the next one in line to 4 a lap down, unless he can hold on for one more lap. But I think Zaki 3, as he'll be told, Zach 18 will probably be in his ears as well, just telling him, look, if you fall one lap down, we're still on the lead lap, so don't fight here.
yeah,
Just let the leader through and bring it home behind him. And they will still start 9th position on the lead lap for session 3. So
yeah. Which is brilliant. That's a great for the team. Still on the lead lap, P9.
And good thing about it, dude, where's he at the moment on track? I think he's still within. He's still only 1 lap down on track. So
Yeah,
that's a good thing for yourself and your team. So, yeah, he's just on top of the coming up here at Bert's corner, and I think Longy is probably around the cut-in. So he's just got to get to the end of this lap, and he'll be safe.
yeah. I think he's had another off, possibly. Looking at the last lap time, 2:21. So
Yeah, gave away a lot of time, obviously. Yeah, so. But yeah, no, that's the beautiful thing of it. Almost 2 laps down, and you're going to find yourself on the lead lap still slide. So the Shell V Power is still in for a chance. It's honking along pretty good.
yeah, no, that's for sure. And Gita's done an amazing job in this session.
These cars aren't easy to control, and for an hour 30 minutes running, it really takes it out on you as well. There's so much concentration. You're
Yeah,
always fighting the car. Yeah, so
Zaki had has let Longy past. So he just here with Longy as he's rounding the last couple of corners, and he's gonna finish the session in P1.
yeah, good result for the Penrite cars. So awesome.
That was a brilliant drive by Longy.
And the fastest lap record as well.
Fastest lap record, great drive. We've got Highlander coming through now. Awesome drive by got Rusty got him past John slow. I didn't even notice that. Must
Oh,
be that John had a bit of an off.
yeah.
Must have had a big off to all the time.
Well, we'll just see when you probably see the times. I'm obviously a little bit behind, but we'll probably show John Slow's last lap. Previous lap was a 2:06. So what's it going to be? I'm actually obviously behind you, and we'll just let you know. It was still a 2:06. I think
2068.
come up on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know what
2068.
happened there.
Yeah,
Maybe it happened before that last lap.
must have been. Yeah, well, I think we were focused on the Timmy Ceres battle. Well, we've got Wadey here coming in P5. That's a brilliant drive for him in this session.
Yeah, sure is. It's absolutely brilliant.
Timmy in P6. Ceres P7. Captain Awesome just rounding Forest Elbow.
And I think we'll just have to be waiting for maybe G Dude.
Yeah, I think that might be it for him as well. Yeah, Captain Awesome. That was a good drive by him as well.
Yeah, awesome session, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was awesome. 2027. What a lap.
Yeah, it was a very solid lap there to break the lap record. And so, yeah, that pretty much rounds it up, I think, Slide.
Yeah, that rounds it
I've
up.
got a little bit things to do, so I might return everyone back to the lobby. And if you want to end the stream,
Yeah,
and I will be live back on ANZCRL for session 3, guys. So make sure you change channels in about 40 minutes time or so. And I will look forward to having you all live for session 3, and we'll see how these guys go. Don't forget that we got 12 cars still on the lead lap for the third session. So this is going to be one hell of a session.
yeah, and if you look at it, we only saw Longy and Rusty in the 202s. So that is a mega push by Longy and Rusty in session 3. Ah, sorry, session 2.
Yeah, it was. Sure, it was.
But yeah, thanks for joining me, and thanks for joining in, Woody. Unfortunate for you, but thanks for everyone for tuning in for session 2 of Bathurst 1000 with ANZCRL.
Cheerio.
Cheers.